I didn't ask Immortal, but I'm assuming you ready. All right, and we are live 4 seconds in. Hey, what's going on, Kamui and Immortal? What are we doing tonight?
What's good right now? Well, we're gonna be talking.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
what are we doing, Immortal?
Oodie told us we're gonna be talking about some Boruto.
well, what we're not going to be doing
Do you have
is talking to Trippy, apparently.
Well, we don't know that. We might. I mean, you know what? Let's jinx it. We're not talking to Trippy live tonight. But
Now we'll wait and see.
But yeah, all right. So, what topics did you have in mind, Immortal, to start with?
For starters, the Shinju's pulling up to the Konoha village next chapter.
Okay.
Do you think that will just have? Do you think we should have probably just waited or a little bit longer for them to pull up, or no?
I don't think so, because at least to me, this current arc, if I had to like pick, I guess one or two options for what like the general gist of the arc is, I would say it's Boruto regaining favor of the Leaf Village or Kawaki losing favor of the Leaf Village, because that's what's happened ever since Boruto came back and basically. Since that point, that's literally all that's happened is Boruto slowly winning over people, Shikamaru and Mitsuki, while Kawaki is losing people, Mitsuki and Shikamaru. So
Kamui! You know what? He's gone. I feel like I can understand Trippy better than Kamui right now. That's crazy.
Kamui, your mic is like cutting out, bro. It's like staticky.
For like 30 seconds in a row.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still happening.
What?
Mr. Krabs is a robot right now. Beep boop, bop beep boop. He's. What's the plot of the episode? They're gonna get us all. I forget.
Think so.
Anyways, yeah. So the Shinju sure are crazy.
Oh yeah, they're crazy bastards.
I feel like there's not much else set up. Like because it's a battle shonen. If you want to see a battle, like he fought Mitsuki, what is he just gonna fight Ino Shikacho next? He could, but would we care? Is that something we want to see? Like, clearly he's above Kawaki right now. I want to see Kawaki train before he fights Boruto, because just like Mitsuki, we already know the outcome. Like, it's bad when you have people being like, oh yeah, if Mitsuki gets off one hit, I'll be satisfied with the fight, because you already know Boruto's gonna win. What's the point at that point? So, unless you just want to have Code show back up, and just have a repeat of chapter 1 or 2 or whatever, why again? Like, have Code do something in the background, have him eat a fruit and come back or something. I don't know, make it to where he can contest with Boruto, or have Boruto out of the way to where it's the village versus Code. That could be interesting as well, like a One Punch Man sort of angle to where you remove the OP main character for a bit, give the side characters a chance to shine. Other than that, I don't know why you wouldn't have the Shinju invade now, considering they literally said they were going to at the end of the chapter, because what's the point of including that at the end of the chapter for like 2 pages or whatever if you're not going to just pay it off immediately?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I missed most of what you said, Oodie. Can you paraphrase?
Shinju coming soon, because what else are they going to do?
Yeah, well, that too, but then also, I guess you probably missed. How much of what I said were you even hearing?
I mean, I got like half of it.
So, like, where did I leave off?
Shinju coming soon.
Like, Darda's just gonna have some profound answer to this question.
Well, I think so. Something tells me, like, okay, so Sasuke is now Hidari, the Ten-Tailed Shinju. And so there could be a chance that, when they find a way to kill the Shinju, which we have no idea if, killing the Shinju will free Sasuke from, the tree. What happens if Sasuke were to regain all of his Rinnegan abilities, including his Rinnegan back? What if there was like some healing properties to Wood style instead of just absorbing jutsu?
I mean, he just straight up does
What do you mean
have
by
his
human
Rinnegan
properties?
back.
Well, I'm talking about like healing properties. I said healing
Oh,
properties. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I said human. So
No,
healing
no.
properties to wood style.
Yeah.
So like, I mean,
Like
how would that work?
recovering one's chakra.
So
I
as in
would
like he uses wood style to absorb chakra from someone else and transfer it to himself, basically.
Well, no. I'm talking about like while Sasuke is trapped within the tree, what if there are some healing properties like to the wood style? Because we really don't know
Oh, to the
whether
tree itself.
to the tree itself, because it is connected to the Ten Tails. So what if there's some like other properties to wood style that we have never explored before in the Naruto universe?
Well, I
Like
really
we know it can absorb jutsu.
I don't think it is linked to wood style. Well, it depends. Kamui is wood style more in the yin or yang style, and which one of his is healing? Actually, I don't think we got the confirmation on that, do we?
So I mean, okay, I'll give you two answers. The answer in the story is either yang or neither, because the reason why I say this because it's just water and earth is all they ever say. Now, it would make sense if it had. I mean, if you're gonna give it an option, you would say yang because he's not creating the form. All he's doing is breathing life into the soil, basically, and trees sprout out. So he's not like creating form from nothing. He's just giving life to what already exists. But it's really neither is the actual answer. But I think it would have been really cool if they said his Kekkei Genkai was water, earth, and yang, because his whole thing is he's breathing life into trees, so that makes sense for Yang.
Only problem is at that point it's a Kekkei Tota, unless you aren't counting yin or yang style as a part of a nature element, which I guess you could.
But that's fine with me though. That's perfect. But I mean, that's fine though. That's perfect for Hashirama. He's the god of shinobi. If anyone should have had a Kekkei Tota, it should be Hashirama. Like he should be going beyond Kekkei Genkai.
The only problem with that again is that wood style is described as a Kekkei Genkai, right? So unless it's just a retcon.
You would have to. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. It's kind of funny that he's breathing life into it
because
it's like
they never did the Yang
reanimation.
release thing. They never.
He just has Kabuto's jutsu.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just imbued into it, but it's not a retcon because they never said it involves Yang release. It just feels like it should.
Yeah.
It just shouldn't be a Kekkei Genkai. Or you could say, like in Yamato's case, because his wood is blatantly different from Hashirama's, just visually. It's almost like construction wood appearance, whereas Hashirama looks like an actual tree. There's a visual difference, and you could just say the difference is Yamato's is watered down. It lacks the Yang release aspect, and that's what sets him apart. That would have been cool with me. That would have worked really nicely. It's kind of like how the Sharingan's derivative of Rinnegan. It's lacking elements to make it a Rinnegan, and same thing here. It's the derivative of Hashirama's ability.
Yeah. So I don't think wood style has any kind of healing properties. I think Hashirama does. Because wood style, it's meant for binding and siphoning chakra or repressing chakra to like seal or whatever. Hashirama's deity gates, Hashirama just wood style in general, divine deep forest emergence. Well, that's a little bit different, but I think the Ten Tails can have healing properties, or at least the God Tree, because that's not the wood style. That's like the paper or whatever, because obviously the tree has to keep you alive. It keeps you sustained, whether that's food, water, whatever. And I really doubt if you're just bleeding out that it's just going to let you do that. I think it's going to heal the wound somehow, whether that's the Zetsuification or whatever. But I mean, even then, the Zetsu are like Jonin level, but like the Zetsu were just ordinary humans from back in the day of like Kaguya's first tree or whatever. Some of them anyways. So
yeah, it makes me wonder, like,
they literally get stronger.
Yeah, because if you hypothetically turned a Hashirama into a Zetsu, like, how strong would he be?
Yeah, exactly.
If you were to turn Hashirama into a Ten Tails, how powerful would
What you could say though is that it's doing both healing and killing almost at the same time. So on one hand, the tree is absorbing your chakra like wood style, but on the other hand, the paper wrap around Zetsu, whatever the hell is going on. That only applies to Kaguya's Infinite Tsukuyomi anyway. It does not, clearly doesn't seem to apply to all cases. Otherwise, it wouldn't be unique. But using Kage's example, it could be that it's both absorbing you but also healing you at the same time. There's a yin and a yang to it kind of thing.
I think what
But
I could see them
I
doing.
mean, these ones are just different.
I think I could see this process being similar to like fertilization, to where the Zetsus are actually just Tintail spores. Like the
I mean, it
infant
works with the
stage.
spore jutsu, but at the same time,
Interesting.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying it's interesting.
Kamui did. So I was saying before stream to Immortal that since last stream, you realized something more about the Tintails based on like the questions you were asking. So I was wondering if you wanted to like go over that.
I don't remember at this point what exactly about the Tintails. I gotta think.
Oh, we could just pull up the DMs.
Yeah, can you help me find
Yeah.
that then? Because I don't remember the Tintails part.
I'm here. Hey guys. Hey space. Well, it's not in the pinned message.
Yeah, I tried looking for a pinned message, but it,
from just the other day, the 24th. Yeah. Okay, I got it. Yeah, it's the Tintails Hagoromo.
Okay, pin it to me.
Yeah. Here, I'll just.
Oh
reply
wait. Oh,
to
you mean
that?
the inconsistency thing?
Yeah. The Hagoromo
Okay.
thing.
Did you pin it?
Yeah. Well, I replied.
Oh,
Okay.
I remember you were talking about that.
Okay. Okay. I just have my my images still there.
I mean, unless you took them away.
And I wrote a lot of actually. Did I have it in pocket? Okay. I'm just gonna read what I wrote. I don't. The images might be in podcast. Oh, let me see if I can find them, and I can like reference which one. Oh my god, I forgot how many podcast topics I wrote. Oh my god. Okay. So okay. Well, I found one of them. Okay. One of them seems related. But all right, anyway, I'm just gonna rewrite it. Okay.
This is crazy.
Of repeating
being
with the
controlled
descendants of
under
Indra and Ashra, I have
consciousness
zero problems with. And the whole Naruto has to defy that destiny. Zero problems with that. If I was going to change anything, I would maybe change the fact that they're literal reincarnations and not just like the original version is like they're like Indra and Ashra. They're the next in line with Fate, but then it became like literal reincarnations. If I was going to change anything, I would change that. But I don't really know if I need to change that. I have to like really think about it. But
so like not make them actual reincarnations, just like
the original story Obito told them, like in the Five Kage-sama arc. If I was gonna change anything, that's probably the most I would do. And even that, I don't know if I would do or not. I'd have to like really think about it to be sure.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, once I get to the last Ronin video, I should be able to like work on the script for our collab video, by the way.
Yeah.
I haven't collabed with anyone in a while.
Collabing with us right now.
My friend, my friend Snorlax.
Yeah, what are you saying, Immortal? This isn't content?
well, I am. like, oh God, what am I talking about? I mean, we are collabing live. I was just saying, like, working on like a video.
This will be a video later.
Yeah.
Like 6 months. Like, I'm unfortunately slow. I got like a job and stuff.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
As my job in my school has been like kind of been on my focus for the last month or so because I haven't been posting.
Yeah.
I'm currently working on my video, but like I wish I could do more, but job and stuff. Adult responsibilities.
Yeah.
Speaking about like Rush, moving back to like the whole Indra Ashra reincarnation thing. Um, I looking back at like past manga chapters, if you go back to like Sasuke's and Naruto's first fight, I believe Kakashi said something that I at least interpret as like him foreshadowing Naruto and Sasuke have like a deeper connection that like is linked to reincarnation. Let me pull it up real quick.
Interesting.
Hold on.
Yeah,
A deep
I don't know
And
about
even this
true
the fact the connection
reincarnation.
between Madara and Hashirama. There's
But
that mention,
yeah.
and then in the beginning,
It's
what?
it's more of a connection of Shinobi
Oh
history.
yeah,
I
no,
don't think it's
yeah.
a connection to the reincarnation angle, but to the angle that this is going to happen again and again, indicating that the
It's the
world
history
hasn't
repeating
changed.
itself. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was like talking about. To me,
no,
I kind of
exactly, and that's
interpret
the
it as like.
difference.
The
Sorry,
quote
go
is
ahead.
something along the lines
Well, I was gonna
of
say
a battle
that's
like
the
this will continue on eternally, just like this river flowing here before us. Something like that.
Yeah.
yeah. And
I
so, like,
interpret.
for me, like I said, if I was gonna change the reincarnation thing at all, I said the only thing I'd maybe change is the literal reincarnation aspect, because the history repeating itself angle is applied since part one. It's been mentioned in reference numerous times. The comparisons have been made numerous times, and it just works regardless. Naruto would still be breaking the cycle of history and the cycle of hatred by not fighting
Yeah, I gotta
with
pull that
Sasuke.
up
It
right
would
here.
apply regardless if they're literal reincarnations. That aspect, well, you could say there's some hints towards it. It's never specifically the reincarnation aspect. That just comes later on.
Yeah.
But that's like, yeah, I mean,
So
it is what it is.
I got it pulled up
How
right
do you
here.
feel about
So
Naruto having like red hair like his mom?
I don't like that at all.
I
Well, we
part
got that in one of the video
Yeah,
games.
nah.
I forget which one.
I was kind of
but
hoping he would have orange hair, sort of.
yeah, it's I think during Killer
Ew,
Bees
that's
route.
even
But that would be
worse.
like making him more like Ichigo, but no.
No.
Yeah.
I was thinking like red hair like his mom or some shit.
But the quote here
Orange
for you,
is
Draco,
cringe.
is so Kakashi says to think that Sasuke and Naruto would battle it out here.
Go up.
Wait, what? Kamui? How ironic. He says, it's as if I'm being confronted by an eternal, never-ending battle. Just like the fate of the two people
didn't say anything.
depicted in these statues here. And yeah, there you go.
That's interesting. Like
Hmm.
kind of
Yeah, it's
foreshadowing
just a
that
reference
they're
to like a similarity.
Yeah, Naruto
Yeah.
and Sasuke, as long as you both live. And then that's just the end of it. What was he gonna say? As long as you both live, the
No, keep
reincarnation
scrolling.
cycle will stop here. Did he know the whole time?
Naruto and Sasuke.
Yo, Kakashi
wait, keep going.
omnipotent?
Keep scrolling through.
Yeah,
they
it's
might say
just
something.
Sasuke. And then you just go back to Naruto here.
Naruto and Sasuke. If you keep going down the cycle, you are no longer rivals or gay.
Yeah, with that much rain, I can't track Sasuke, and then you see Zetsu. That's it.
Yeah.
There you
So
There you go.
What I do like about the Zetsu scene, though, is he's once again watching the battle between Indra and Ashra reincarnations.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty cool. I do like that.
I don't think
But
there's
going
a
back to the
single
whole
one he
Kaguya
missed.
Madara thing, okay, I don't think you guys are gonna like this answer. At least Oodie's gonna hate it like crazy. I honestly, okay, people who don't like the way Madara was taken out and replaced by Kaguya, I think just don't understand / appreciate Madara's character. If you don't want Kaguya in the story / Black Zetsu to be what they were, I don't think Madara should be there in the first place then. You would have to just end it with Obito and then Naruto versus Sasuke. There would just be
I agree.
aftermath. Like, Madara would just be gone. None of you are going to want that. And because of
I
that,
agree. I agree.
I think you need to have Zetsu and Kaguya. If Madara is going to end, you need to have them. So you either remove both of them or you keep both of them. I
agree.
That would be a
like-
long discussion topic, though.
It's like the whole they started the whole cycle thing. I get what you mean. So
Because the thing with that is, Kamui, if they didn't include Kaguya, first of all, we wouldn't have got like the ultimate
Yeah.
Naruto Sasuke Team 7 team up, which I think we needed for the Team 7 aspect of it, because we already got the Sannin deadlock, we got the Naruto Sasuke
Absolutely.
aspect. We
You
have
would
got
have
the
to you would
Team
have to just
7
throw it in the
reunited
Obito
aspect.
fight in that case.
Yeah, but I wouldn't like that as
Like-
much. Because
It wouldn't be the same. No, I
Yeah,
agree with
exactly.
you. I'm not saying that would be better to remove both of them. I'm just saying that if you don't have Kaguya, I think Madara needs to go entirely.
And then this sounds ridiculous, but I'm one of the few people that like this. I think because it's the very end of the series, they can just lift the power scaling ceiling and go balls to the walls with it, as pretty much as inconsistent as they want. Just go wacky and wild with it to do as much as they can, to say as much as they want to say. Just lift the
Oh
restrictions
shit!
off,
It's thundering
remove
and
the
lightning.
rules.
I'm gonna head out, boys. See you later.
All right.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I mean, keep it consistent to some small degree, obviously, but like literally have an omnipotent being the final antagonist. I'm fine with that. I don't care.
Well, speaking of
That's cool.
omnipotent beings, you think Shibai is going to be an helper or an antagonist or the main antagonist? Sorry,
mean-
antagonistic force.
I think Shibai helped
I mean,
Kamio create the universe that they're currently in, so he has
You
to
mean
be a
Kami?
good guy. No, Kamio from the Sutsutsuki clan.
yeah, no, yeah, Kamio Suzuki is evil twin. Kamio Suzuki.
Suzuki. Like, oh my god.
From the Tsutsuki.
Yeah,
I-
Kamio
I-
Suzuki.
I really hated that mistranslation. I really hate that mistranslation. Like a lot of people firmly believe that there's actually no Otsutsuki named Kamio Tsutsuki. I'm like, what the
No, not an
It's not Kamio
Otsutsuki.
Otsutsuki. It's Kamio Sutsuki.
Yeah,
Kamio
Like he's not
Tsutsuki?
part of the Otsutsuki clan. He's part of the Sutsuki clan.
yeah, the rivals to the
Tsutsuki.
Otsutsuki clan.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. So
To
when they
answer your
said,
question, I think it depends. Basically, if Shibai is the helper, there has to be another god who is the bad guy. Which I think it's fine if there is more than one anyway. Regardless if he's good or bad. But if Shibai is like a good guy, there needs to be a bad guy god, probably even greater than Shibai, because otherwise, if Shibai's the top dog and a good guy and he's helping him out, what are we gonna do? There's no threat. So
Yeah, unless Two Blue Vortex actually is ending in like 6 volumes or whatever. It's good.
yeah. So okay, real quick, let's just imagine that does happen. So basically, I guess Jura comes in, he fights them, and then Boruto versus Kawaki happens, and then like that's just like the end.
Yeah.
Like Boruto just wins. That's it.
Boruto becomes
That'd be like,
Shibai,
imagine the
similar
time
to
skip.
Samurai 8.
Yeah, imagine to make a comparison, imagine the first arc of Naruto Part 2 is the Tenchi Bridge arc, and Naruto just brings Sasuke back, and that's the end of it.
that would, now that I think about it,
There you
I
go.
feel like they shouldn't do that. Like
If-
end it off too abruptly.
Well,
like that.
absolutely.
If Jiraiya actually taught
'Cause there's
Naruto over this time scope.
Because there's still so much we don't know about. So it would be like a waste for them to just like end it off like that.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
We all
I mean,
agree.
I would
Doesn't
if
mean
it
they
was
won't.
ever going to happen, it would have had to have been. I mean, that statement was made when Kodachi was still writing. I'm 99.9% sure. And so, if that was
Yeah.
ever going to happen, it would have had to have been when Kodachi was still writing.
It's because they wanted
If he was going to end the time skip with the Code arc, Ishiki arc, one more arc, and that's it. So there's only 4 or 5 major arcs. There's Momoshiki, Muji and the Bandits, Ao, Kawaki. There'd be 6 arcs, 2 of them being very short ones. So then you wouldn't. I don't know how many volumes that would be. I don't pay attention to that shit. But like realistically, there would just be less arcs you need to have an even
Yeah.
part 1 and part 2 in that case.
Well-
so you can more realistically do it.
The original plan was because the Naruto manga, I forget what volume it ended off at, let's just say like 80 something. So the original plan was for
I think it was
Boruto
70.
the original plan was for Boruto to end at 100 total volumes for the Naruto franchise. But that segment's
Yeah.
like 7 years old. I don't think they're going along with that anymore.
Yeah, because what volume are they on now?
They're gonna. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
In like 6 to 8 chapter or 6 to 8 volumes, they'll be there. It's at like volume 92, 93 or something like that. I think.
Exactly. I'm like, you can't like do that. Like, I mean, like it's it's one thing for, in my opinion, it's one thing for part 1 to be shorter than part 2, where part 2 is the extra long one. It just feels so strange for part 1 to be the really long one and part 2 to be really short, though. You know what I mean? It just feels
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, it's just like there's like okay. So I feel like part 1 should be like the introduction. Part 1 should be the introduction, and we should like, be, quickly we should quickly establish everything we're going to need to know for everything that's bound to happen within the time skip. So like the time skip itself should be like a roller coaster of everything we're going to be like given right then and there.
Yeah. I mean,
I
you
feel
can
like part
say it'd be
1
such a waste
should
and they can't just do
establish what
that,
the story.
but they did it at the end of part 1.
Oh, yeah.
It was such a waste and they can't just do that for how they ended part 1, and look at what they did.
Well,
Well,
here's
and that's the problem is, now my expectations are just
Yeah,
gone.
plus with the
but
cells as
like
bad
part
as they
1
are. Ugh. I don't know. They canceled Samurai 8,
I
they
mean,
could cancel
maybe,
Boruto. Yeah. Anytime they wanted, really.
well, here's the thing. Boruto's right now is generating money for them
Yeah,
in Japan.
it is.
So it's like they can't just abruptly end the series whenever they
I mean,
want.
they abruptly ended the series though, because 2 Boruto Naruto Next Generations ended in the middle of an arc. In both the
They
anime
did
and the
abruptly
manga.
end it, yeah.
And
Like,
then-
you can't
And then
say they
created
can't
a
do
new
it when they
series
already have.
called Boruto 2 Vortex, which just started and then a new arc.
Okay, so here's the thing. What I'm trying to get at is like with all this new information that's being told to us and everything that we're bound to see within the future, we need to also be, we also need to know like, okay, who are the other Otsutsuki gods out there other than Shibai? Shibai can't be the only Otsutsuki god that we know of, because Momoshiki and Amato has mentioned more than once on several occasions that there is more than one god, especially when talking about Otsutsuki lore. Amato himself in chapter 75 has stated that the crafting abilities is a feat permitted to gods. So like I think that could be interesting. That's interesting. Omnipotence and the ability to create just new powers and abilities on like that. So yeah. Huh. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have any other
Alrighty.
topics? Or is that... I think that might be good.
I think so.
Well, there are some in podcast topics we can come back to too.
Yeah, I mean, keep in mind, Kamui. 2.5 hours and going.
Okay, some of these were silly. I can't imagine they'd be that long though. For example, go to okay, the Kushina one, the adamantine ceiling chains one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I
I'll go
can't
to
imagine
it,
it's
then I'll go to the
like
bathroom. Let me find it. How high up is it?
it's pretty low. It's one of the bottom ones.
Is it above the shoe? No, it has to be
It's
below the
no,
shoe.
like go to the most recent.
Oh, okay. I'll scroll in the wrong direction then. Okay, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, it's the most recent one that isn't your spoiler one.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so in this data book description, it says that the chain okay, so Kushina, a former Jinchuriki, completely sealed the Nine Tails with this power, in reference to the adamantine chains. And it says, and never once in her life it ran on a rampage. And then you go to the next image, and you can see Kurama stabbing Minato on a rampage. So, what exactly constitutes a rampage to Kishimoto? What do you think, Immortal?
Wait, what?
So in the data book, it says that Kushina never once in her life went on a rampage. And then you look at the Minato manga. I mean, what do you think? Would you call that a rampage by Kurama?
Oh yeah, definitely. That would be a rampage.
So you think the data book's just wrong then?
Yeah, that was very contradictory.
I agree. It's pretty outlandish that they said that.
Yeah.
Now I kind of need Oodie to come back so I can show the next one. But this one's kind of silly. So, the next one.
what are the chances that Kurama's going to come back as a celestial nine-tailed fox?
Define celestial in this case.
So this is like, okay, so I think this is in Shinto mythology, but a heavenly celestial fox, a nine-tailed fox, said to be the most powerful form of a kitsune. Once they turn 1,000 years old, they gain all their 9 tails. They gain all 9 of their tails and turn a golden color and ascend to the heavens, where they become celestial foxes. So it's stated that
In
Zenko
Naruto,
means,
like, what would that look like as far as celestial?
well, I would say white and red.
A white fox. I mean, I could see a white fox. I mean, there's silver foxes in like mythology and stories.
Yeah, but it's just like, how are they? If they were going to bring Kurama back, how would they do it? Through the form? Would they do it through the Ten Tails, allowing Naruto to contact Kurama from an outside source, or what? Or do you think the Ten Tails has some form of connection to the other? Well, we don't really know. See, we don't know where Kurama went after he
Yeah,
died.
just presumed he went to the Pure Lands, but we don't know for sure where he is.
But the one thing that's always got me caught up was the fact that him and Kurama were fist bumping, but they were only doing that in the mental landscape. But even so, we have seen many instances where Naruto and Kurama were fist bumping into their mental landscape, and Naruto was able to use that very power. So what if
Yeah,
Kurama's power is still in Naruto? He just doesn't know it, and all it takes is for him to become a Ten Tails Jinchuriki of some sorts for him to reactivate that power, or
I would be
maybe
down for it. I just don't like how the anime in that case said like they analyzed his body and said, yeah, you got like absolutely none of it left. I would feel like the anime betrayed us in that sense by doing that. But for
yeah.
the manga version, I'd be fine with it.
The manga version, like they don't just I don't know. Let me check.
I mean, they keep saying like he lost Kurama, he lost Kurama, he lost Kurama, but they don't say like, yeah, there's not a trace of it left. Like they don't analyze him or anything; they just say it. So it feels a little different in that case.
Yeah. So if they did, see, that's the thing is like when Naruto and Kurama do their fist bumps, it's always them sharing chakra. And the fact that they did it one last time before Kurama died, you're not convinced me that Kurama wasn't giving a piece of his chakra to Naruto.
I mean, I think it'd be good if that was the case, but
Yeah.
um, at the same time, the whole thing with Barry mode is that he just life runs out, so I don't know if he can. But I would like it though if he did that. If he like donated like a tiny bit just for whatever purpose they use it for, I would be happy about it anyway.
Yeah.
But then that
Especially
also,
given the whole brotherly bond thing, like that just seems perfect.
like keep a piece of me with you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But then there's also a question of if he does have a piece of Nine Tails in him, what happens if he uses that piece of the Nine Tails chakra to communicate with Kurama in another dimension or another plane of reality or
I think that would be
whatever?
fine. I think he could do that. But if he uses it in battle, he might use it up, kind of thing.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
currently no way for them to get out of the Kamui dimension, and we don't know what happens to Tailed Beasts when they die, so it's possible Kurama's there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But how would he have gotten there?
Well, again, we don't know where Tailed Beasts go when they die. They might go to the Pure Lands, or they could go to any other dimension, and Kamui Dimension's one of the few that we know exist. It's like a part of the natural universe.
Yeah.
Because obviously he wouldn't go like Kaguya's dimension, because that's not a part of the dimensions that they're in. Like someone else's dimensions.
Yeah. It's definitely possible.
Yeah. Same with the Purgatory realm, like what is it? The Limbo? Could be there.
Yeah.
Don't know.
That'd be interesting, actually.
Hmm.
Anyways, yeah, also Kushina, a former Jinchuriki, completely sealed the Nine Tails with this power, and never once in her life it ran on a rampage.
That's
Yeah,
a lie.
Immortals of the belief that the Minato manga is a rampage. What do you think?
Because it is like Kushina went into what her four-tail version cloak form and
No, she literally,
pierced.
I counted. She has 8 tails.
Oh,
Actually, I think she might
she's
even have 9 in one of them.
oh shoot! So she was this close to becoming the
Just version 2.
Nine-Tails. She was
Version
this
2,
close
but
to
yeah.
becoming the
Now
she pierced
here's the thing.
Minato.
To be fair, he didn't run on a rampage. He's not running. He's just standing
Well,
there. Yeah?
it just
Yeah. It ran on a
Yeah.
rampage. It's not running. It's just on a rampage. There you go.
yeah, it's standing on a rampage. So I guess that could be the difference right there.
I was also thinking.
Well, we also see that Minato.
So what it's saying never once in her life. What if this is like Booth God's riddles to where it didn't happen once, it happened multiple times? 'Cause then it wouldn't happen never once.
Yes, yeah, the answer that we were guessing anyway.
Yeah. The third possibility in her life. What if this is outside of the bounds of her life? What if it's like Sasuke in the Sasuke retrieval arc, to where technically Kushina's dead right now, in a state of stasis? Or what if it's like her life in terms of not her like living life, but her like society life? Because this is outside of the village, literally outside of the
Or her
barrier.
conscious life.
Oh, there you go, yeah. Because we know chakra is physical and spiritual energy, and both her physical body and spirit are transformed right now. So can we even say this is Kushina's life? Considering what is life in Naruto, as Kamui and I have defined it in the previous stream, I think this is outside of the bounds of Kushina's life. There you go.
I mean, it's definitely debatable.
It is, yeah. Absolutely. I debated it, so there you go.
What would you say, Immortal?
I would say she hasn't, or she has. I don't know. My brain's turned off right now, and I am about.
What would
to
turn your brain
end
on?
This
What
stream.
topic would turn your brain on?
I have no idea. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna end the stream.
Oh, okay. Well, great outro.
Okay, because I've been
Bye,
streaming
everybody.
for nearly like again.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay.
That's an interesting topic. I never thought about the chapter that way.
All right. Immortal, which of these topics then have been most interesting to you?
Chapter 7 topic.
Well, let's go like
just
top
all the ones from
5,
this
top
stream.
3 even. Yeah, top 3 topics we discussed this stream. What were the most thought-provoking for you? What did you come away from it learning?
The most thought-provoking was probably the Asuma one.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the most thought-provoking to me.
What about like do top 3 at least?
Yeah.
Probably Naruto's brother, Kurama being Naruto's brother.
Yeah, that might be my favorite one.
Yeah. And then I would also say, what was it? I think the Orochimaru topic about Mitsuki, and them talking about his sage mode and building his sage mode into Mitsuki and everything else. I think that would also. I think that was my second favorite. Next to the Asuma one. That was my top one.
Which one, like, if you had to pick one or two to like to potentially make a video on, which ones would you pick? Because I'm wondering myself at this point. We could at least do a walkie-talkie video.
We could do one on the narrative impact of, how secondhand smoke affected Shikamaru's um mental mind. I mean, well, mentality. Sorry.
I like that as a title. I think that'll go well with the algorithm too.
Yeah.
I would click on that. That would go
That would be a
hard.
nice little video. I mean, at the very least, we gotta at least clip it.
Definitely, yeah. Because I always thought that, okay, I didn't realize the narrative and symbolic impact that smoke had.
Well, remember who you're talking to. You're getting my screenwriter's perspective on this one. Like, narrative analysis is literally my favorite thing to talk about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so of course I'm gonna be like,
I like
one
to
of
do
those
it a lot
deep
too.
conversations.
Like,
and you know Kamui and I, how intensely deep we go on certain topics that are just the most minute details imaginable. We literally probably make the bottom of the Naruto iceberg if there is one.
oh yeah. Same with Attack on Titan.
Yeah. At some point, Kamui, by the way, we do have to do a Naruto iceberg stream.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
You'll just have to tell me what we do for an iceberg stream because I still don't know what it means. But that's okay.
Yeah. You got me there. I guess I can just explain
so
it to
anyway.
you. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you can. I was gonna say, go ahead and explain it first because I had a couple more silly podcast topics in there.
All right, really quick, an iceberg, like a Naruto iceberg would be, it's like a picture of an iceberg, but like it's segmented into layers. So the top layer is the most obvious things that the community knows, but it's like talking like unknown quote unquote facts. So like the top layer would be like, oh, did you know that Itachi put Kurenai under a Genjutsu? And probably not a fact that like obvious, but like what Daigo was doing, to where like at the beginning of the video he's like, and don't worry, I'm not going to cover obvious facts like Madara gave Nagato his Rinnegan. Instead, I'll cover these more niche thoughts, and then those would be like lower on the iceberg. It's like the bottom layer of the iceberg would be the most obscure random details that like nobody knows about.
Yeah, that would be so us.
Yeah.
Like we could just do a video on purely that. It'd be
Yeah.
like a 2-hour long video.
Yeah, and they are for some people. Yeah, there you go. All right. Anyway, so you wanted to do more silly topics? Really?
I mean, we can wait if you want. We can wait if you want.
Because I'm
We
not gonna
can
lie.
wait on that.
So for those listening, we are planning on going to a different channel for a second stream after this one. Planning on it. And it's not just the fact that we've been streaming for almost 3 hours now, and you did say 3 hours as a cutoff time previously, but
Okay, then yeah,
it's
fine.
not
We'll
just
save it.
that. Yeah, it's also the fact that we'd be starting a stream at like 1:30 a.m. on a channel that I don't even stream on anyways as well. But yeah.
Yeah.
Here, we'll just read this comment that someone sent really quick. And you know what? That heart's in the way.
Okay.
I'll just comment to get it out of the way. I thought of that quick, easy solution.
You're not sharing your screen, so I can't see the comment.
Here, I'll just screenshot the comment. Here, I'll put it in chat. Zoom in. There we go. A bit late, but nice to see
Interesting.
someone else who thinks the tree/Tintails may be higher on the totem.
I don't know what that was in reference to anymore, but
Wait, was that? Look, it has a time code on it.
It does?
That was, yeah. Well, it has a time. Well, it says 12:07 a.m.
Where do
That
you
was an
see
hour
that?
ago though. So
Oh,
like
so this should be like in an hour. Like,
What?
oh yeah, we could go
It's
back
just-
an hour of the stream.
yeah, go back an
When?
hour to
How?
stream, and
Do you check that?
it's shown on the it's shown in the chat. Not the time code of the
Huh?
video, just like the time of this, just the time it's been typed.
It doesn't show that on mine. What chat are you on? How?
Let me look.
I'm on your chat.
But what platform are you on? Like, are you mobile, PC, Mac?
YouTube, laptop.
I don't understand it.
Weird. I don't have a time for it either.
I've never heard or seen that.
Just like the time of.
Nowhere. How?
Channel
Send
activity?
a screenshot, Immortal. There's no way. It's crazy.
All right.
What's
hold
crazy
on.
is I could see his I could see past comments of his, but I don't know how to see the time.
Yeah. Timestamps? Oh!
Underdog Chris said, "Oh, this is an interesting take
cool.
in regards to something."
Kamui, at the very top, there's the 3 buttons. You can turn on and off timestamps.
Oh,
That's cool. I like that.
So now you're
Okay.
seeing it.
Yeah, now I see it.
yeah,
Well,
that's why.
Wow.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
So I wonder what our interesting take at 11:29 was 2 hours ago.
You know, the fun thing about that, Kamui, is whenever I go back to do timestamps, which I haven't done in months, but when I did it, I would be watching the live streams and the comments would pop up when they're live. So not only would I be reading some of them for the first time because we don't read every comment, but I get to see when it's commenting or what it's in reference
Yeah.
to. It's really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah. Be alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll send
Yeah, we
everyone
can
to
switch
the
streams though if you want.
second channel, I guess, would be the best way to do it. Let me get it in chat. Let me also not do it in a tab where I went to send it from. Alright, so what we're gonna be doing. Oh my god, this is so dumb. Why don't I just go from here? To be subscribed to myself. Hey, what's up, accounts? Okay. It's so dumb. Oh my god, because it's pulled up. At this point, someone help me out. I'm failing miserably. Here, I'll just type in the.
Well, you're
name
not
of it.
sharing your screen.
Never
don't know what
mind.
you're
I
doing.
blustered my way through it. Alright, we're gonna be streaming on this channel. I am not subscribed. Now I am. Stupid. Whatever. We're gonna be streaming on this channel. We're gonna be reacting to my anime for the first time, Kamui is. And the anime movie update, etc., etc. We're gonna be live over there for like, I don't know. How long, Kamui? Like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? Probably like 3 hours, 2 hours. Something like that.
Yeah, I'll try not to go much over 3, but
Yeah. We'll be discussing stuff. The anime, we'll be discussing movie stuff. Maybe we'll bring up some more Naruto things. We're definitely gonna be discussing some Naruto things at some point. So go check it
Yeah.
out. Again, it's this channel, Perfect Being. Everyone subscribe, because again, it's my anime. You can see I made this with help and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna be reacting to these episodes. Not these ones in particular, but the series. And yeah, there you go. Cool. Okay. Over and out.
over and out.
Over and out.
Now I gotta decide or figure out how to switch it from the Walky Talky channel to stream to the other channel.